But Oprah's obviously a saintly, godlike figure who's revered by all decent people. Why would she exclude you?
I really don't know. You know, that's something that I would love to find out. Some of you may not have realized that I'm not part of the club.
What platforms have banned you?
I've been you know, I tried to go on The View. They didn't have me on The View.
Why?
Well, a few of the guests just really didn't like where I was coming from, so.
If you now seize the opportunity, and that's why this is such a victory. Tomorrow, you will hear me doing the dance because it's a victory.
Hollywood titans Ice Cube and Denzel Washington are uniting for a cause that's shaking the industry. What could bring these two legends together? Oprah Winfrey, a name synonymous with success and influence. But behind the glitz and glamour, is there a darker side? Join us as we delve into the explosive claims made by Ice Cube and Denzel Washington. Are they revealing the untold truth about one of the most powerful women in entertainment? Stay tuned and uncover the story that's set to rock Hollywood to its core. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for all the latest updates. Let's get going. In Hollywood, where rumors and celebrity drama often run wild, Ice Cube is known for staying calm, balancing his roles as an actor and rapper. But recently, news of a feud between Ice Cube and Oprah has grabbed everyone's attention. People are surprised, especially since Ice Cube is usually so chill. Interestingly, Ice Cube has never appeared on Oprah's famous show, and it doesn't seem like he will anytime soon. There are many guesses about why, but Ice Cube has openly said he feels left out by Oprah. This makes us wonder, what happened between them? Why has Oprah never invited Ice Cube on her show? And what does Ice Cube think about being left out? Recently, Ice Cube opened up about a long-standing issue he's had with Oprah Winfrey's platform. He talked about this during an interview on Tucker Carlson's new Twitter show on July 25th. Ice Cube shared his frustrations about both Oprah and The View. He mentioned that when he tried to appear on The View, he faced resistance.
I would think you'd be the person Oprah would want to promote. I mean, you grew up in South Central, you were successful at a young age.
Ice Cube said that the producers gave him feedback that some hosts didn't like his views. He wasn't sure if the producers were avoiding the issue or if certain hosts didn't want to give him a platform to share his thoughts. Even though he had been on the show before, he noticed things changed when he became more outspoken. He believed these conflicts were due to his different political opinions and that his evolving stance led to these clashes. Addressing his exclusion from Oprah's circle, Ice Cube recalled instances such as not being invited to participate with a cast of Barber Shop on her show or the show Black White. Even though he was involved in 3 projects pitched to Oprah, Ice Cube was never invited to her show. This made him wonder why this kept happening. The story goes back to 2006 when Ice Cube first talked about it in an interview with FHM. He linked it to issues within the Barber Shop cast and the fallout from Oprah's support of Fry's controversial bestseller. This situation was made worse by criticisms from rappers like Ludacris and 50 Cent. In the FHM interview, Cube said, "I've been involved in 3 projects pitched to her, but I've never been asked to participate." Despite his leading role in the 2002 movie Barber Shop, he was still left out of Oprah's show.
Oh, yeah, I do remember. Yeah. She cut you off.
Right.
She edited out what you had to say.
Pretty much.
Okay.
That's what it came down to. That was the only time I was on Oprah.
Okay, and then...
Whether we get invited back or not,
did you call her and say, why did you edit me, Oprah?
No, I didn't.
In a conversation with FHM about his role in Barber Shop, Ice Cube talked about his noticeable absence from Oprah's guest list. He pointed out that she invited people with controversial pasts, expressing his frustration by saying, "No, but I wasn't invited." She's had damn RPists, child molesters, and lying authors on her show. And if I'm not a rags to riches story for her, who is? This came at a time when Ice Cube was already a well-established actor with roles in films like Friday and 3 Kings. His exclusion led to speculation that there might have been a bias against hip-hop culture during that period.
A movie called Barber Shop,
I remember.
That I wasn't invited to participate with the cast. I produced a show called Black White.
Ludacris's issues with Oprah began in 2005 when the cast and director of the movie Crash went on her show to promote the film. While most stars like Don Cheadle, Sandra Bullock, Thandie Newton, Matt Dillon, and Terrence Howard were happy with the interview, Ludacris felt differently. He was upset about how Oprah treated his music and public persona.
Right.
I want to go on Oprah live.
What was it that she edited out, just for those who listening, trying to figure out what was it?
It was it was certain comments that she had made about, I was there for Crash, for the movie.
Yeah.
In a GQ interview later, Ludacris talked about his dissatisfaction. He said Oprah selectively edited his responses, leaving out viewpoints she didn't agree with. He also mentioned that his inclusion in the interview was a last-minute decision, making him feel unwelcome. Ludacris compared the experience to being in an unwelcoming home, which made him uncomfortable. He hinted at a bias Oprah had against rappers, which she denied. This incident showed a deeper issue with how Oprah interacted with hip-hop artists, making Ludacris feel left out during his time on her show.
Once again, they had the whole cast on, but I wasn't invited, and so I don't know.
On Oprah's show.
Yeah, so I don't know what that's.
But Oprah's obviously a saintly, godlike figure who's revered by all decent people.
50 Cent felt the same way as Ludacris about Oprah. After his 2003 album Get Rich or Die Tryin' made him famous, 50 Cent, Curtis Jackson, shared a story with The Guardian about Oprah not being excited about his work. He really wanted to be on her show to make his grandmother happy. Sadly, 50 Cent found that Oprah was not keen on having him on her show. Many believe Oprah's hesitation was due to the harsh and misogynistic themes in some of 50 Cent's lyrics. There seemed to be a clear gap between his creative work and Oprah's values. However, the relationship eventually changed, going from distant acquaintances to friends. The long-awaited conversation between 50 Cent and Oprah finally happened, fulfilling a dream he had for a long time. This marked a big turning point in their relationship, shedding light on a dynamic that had been full of misunderstandings and different viewpoints. He told People, "We finally met, and my grandmother and I went on the show. That was an amazing moment for me." They didn't discuss the negative elements of his lyrics on the show, and 50 Cent said, "I'll do that for her." Later, he defended his lyrics to The Guardian, saying, "The truth is, all things come from your experience. Like, I got shot 9 times, and I wrote music about it." However, 50 Cent's relationship with Oprah took another turn when she joined a documentary about one of the women accusing Russell Simmons of misconduct. This made 50 Cent uncomfortable because of Simmons' connection to the accusations. According to XXL, the rapper felt better when Oprah pulled out of the documentary in 2020. It's worth noting that 50 Cent had been on Oprah's show before, unlike Ice Cube.
Obviously a saintly, godlike figure who's revered by all decent people. Why would she exclude you?
I really don't know. That's something that I would love to find out.
In contrast, Ice Cube's connection with Oprah has been notably missing from her show. A key moment came during a 2008 episode of Conversations with Michael Eisner, where Eisner asked Ice Cube about his relationship with Oprah. The discussion focused on Ice Cube not being invited to Oprah's Legends Ball in 2006, despite his production company's behind-the-scenes involvement. Eisner's question suggested there might be some tension between them. Ice Cube responded honestly, saying, "I don't know. I haven't had a conversation with her. I'm fine with that. I've gotten this far without Oprah, so I'm not worried about it. But it would have been nice to show that my company did bring that show to America." This comment showed Ice Cube's mix of detachment and lingering wish for recognition that he hadn't received from Oprah. Ice Cube's absence from Oprah's interviews has lasted for years, leading to claims that Oprah's supposed lack of interest in hip-hop is why she hasn't featured artists like him. These claims suggest a possible pattern in her guest choices. In 2006, Oprah addressed these ideas during an interview with New York City radio station Power 105.1. She said, "I listen to some hip-hop. I've been accused of not liking hip-hop, and that's just not true. I like Indie Club. I love Jay-Z, Kanye, and Mary J. Blige. Mary J. is one of my friends." Oprah's comments were meant to clear up any misunderstanding and show that she does appreciate certain hip-hop artists. The rap industry is full of personal rivalries and conflicts, much like the importance of a flashy gold chain. Given this backdrop, it's not surprising that Ice Cube feels his exclusion from Oprah's show fits a pattern. Even though Ice Cube is usually calm and low-key, hip-hop is known for its rumors and conspiracies. The ongoing tension between Ice Cube and Oprah seems to be part of a long-standing story, connected to the complex relationships and dynamics in the rap world. Meanwhile, Denzel Washington has also something to say to expose Oprah. Taraji P. Henson recently starred in a new version of The Color Purple, a musical drama produced by Oprah and released in 2023.
Got a part in a movie in 1986. I called it The They Couldn't I said, right, that ain't funny. So to me, it wasn't.
The story explores the challenges faced by a black woman in the southern United States in the early 1900s. This is the second adaptation of Alice Walker's novel since it was first published in 1985, with Oprah appearing in the earlier version. Fans were excited about this new take on the story, but what happened next was unexpected. During an interview on Gayle King's Sirius XM radio show, Gayle, Oprah's close friend, asked Taraji about her future in acting. Taraji's response was deeply emotional. She paused, covering her face with her hands, and started to cry. This moment was particularly striking, especially since Taraji had previously shown signs of distress, like during promo events for The Color Purple. This makes us wonder, what's behind her evident sadness?
So hard, being gracious at what I do, getting paid a fraction of the cost. I'm tired of hearing my sisters say the same thing over and over. You get tired.
Recent reports suggest that Oprah might not have paid Taraji P. Henson fairly for her work on The Color Purple. There were even claims of a heated argument between them on stage. This situation contrasts sharply with Oprah's usually friendly public image, showing that things aren't always as they seem. Taraji didn't stay quiet about this. In another interview with the SAG-AFTRA Foundation, she spoke about the need to stay motivated despite feeling overlooked. She also made a surprising point. She believes black performers often struggle to earn good money because their stories aren't seen as marketable abroad. This idea is both confusing and troubling. So what's really going on with these new claims? Taraji P. Henson has spoken before about being unhappy with her pay in the industry. Back in 2019, she shared her disappointment over the $100,000 she earned for her role in David Fincher's The Curious Case of Benjamin Button. Even though she starred with big names like Cate Blanchett and Brad Pitt, Taraji, known for her determination, managed to negotiate her fee up to $150,000. But it was still less than the $500,000 she had hoped for.
But at the same time, I'm not going to belittle myself, my talent, and my worth. I know that I can at least bring you $500,000 in ticket sales.
Right.
If not more.
Right.
It's especially surprising given that Taraji received an Oscar nomination for her performance in the same film. It's disheartening to see such a talented actress still dealing with pay disparities in her career. It makes you think about the struggles newcomers must face when trying to break into the industry. But here's a surprising twist. Oprah Winfrey, despite being a major figure in the black community, is facing accusations of bias against actors of color. You might wonder why Taraji Henson hasn't confronted Oprah directly about these claims. The truth is, speaking out against someone as powerful as Oprah could seriously hurt Taraji's career, as history has shown with other big names. For example, Mo'Nique, an Oscar-winning actress, saw her career suffer after Oprah called working with her problematic and reportedly spread gossip with Tyler Perry. This all started when Mo'Nique refused to join unpaid press events for the Oscars. It's clear how damaging rumors can be for an actor's career. It makes you question why actors should be expected to attend promotional events that aren't part of their contracts and offer no payment. Mo'Nique's career has struggled for over a decade, with Oprah being a major factor in her difficulties. Mo'Nique is still waiting for a public apology from both Tyler Perry and Oprah for their alleged role in her career decline. Sadly, Mo'Nique isn't the only one feeling wronged by Oprah. Many African-American celebrities have faced similar problems. Even Taraji's co-stars like the talented Halle Berry and the exceptional vocalist Fantasia Barrino reportedly didn't get the compensation they deserved from Oprah. These revelations raise important questions about who is standing up for the rights of these black actresses. Fortunately, Taraji and others aren't fighting this battle alone. They have strong support from the great Denzel Washington and several other prominent figures. These voices are speaking out against Oprah and standing up for black artists who put their all into their work. Denzel has always been a strong advocate for black artists, and his fight against racism is well known, showing how it distorts and harms society. Unlike Oprah, who often showcases her wealth as charity, Denzel's actions truly reflect his commitment to uplifting black communities. His work with Save Africa's Children highlights his genuine dedication. Denzel isn't afraid to tackle injustices in Hollywood, where powerful figures like Oprah can influence reality and push black actors into roles that go against their values. In a recent interview, he discussed the troubling sides of the film industry and shared a story from 1986 about a role he was offered. The story highlights the pressures actors face to compromise their principles for success. In the film, Denzel Washington plays a black man who is wrongly accused of attacking a white woman. The plot takes a dramatic turn as his character faces hanging and electrocution, but ends up emerging as a hero. While the story itself is complex, what really upset Denzel was not the drama on screen, but the casual attitudes of some Hollywood stars during auditions. Despite being offered a large paycheck, Denzel chose to turn down a controversial role that he felt lacked humor and integrity. This choice proved to be wise, as seen in his acclaimed performance in Cry Freedom. In this film, he boldly challenged the negative stereotypes some Hollywood elites tried to push onto black actors. Denzel's refusal to compromise his principles earned him an Oscar nomination, showing his true grit and unwavering integrity. Denzel's situation has raised an important question. Are black performers being pushed by Hollywood elites to compromise their values? This is a big issue, especially with powerful figures like Oprah in the mix. Are their actions really in the best interests of artists of color? In response, celebrities like Denzel Washington, 50 Cent, and others are backing Taraji and other black actresses who have shared their struggles. There are even rumors that Denzel invited Taraji to join his close circle, showing strong support for those dealing with challenges in the industry. Interestingly, some fans are connecting the dots, pointing out 50 Cent's past criticisms of Oprah for her questionable actions. He's been outspoken about his belief that she protects white predators while letting down black actors. This isn't the first time 50 Cent has criticized Oprah, suggesting a long-standing tension between them.
Monique, why is she canceled? I had to revisit that because it was like, it didn't make sense to me, babe. I'm like, so what did she do? She said something you didn't like? So she didn't work for 13 years after that?
Right.
And then I know Tyler wouldn't support that. He never told nobody not to work with her.
Tyler Perry?
Yeah. When I talked to him, he was like, I never told no one not to work with her. And I said, but you Tyler Perry, and you never told anyone to.
In a recent interview with The Guardian, 50 Cent expressed his frustration with Oprah, accusing her of portraying his music as ignorant. He raises a good point. Why shouldn't artists be able to share their personal struggles and experiences honestly, even if they are tough? It's interesting how people like 50 Cent and Denzel Washington aren't afraid to criticize Oprah. They think she's mainly used her platform to gain wealth and power. This makes you wonder about the shift in Oprah's activism. Although she was once a strong advocate for racial equality, her focus seems to have changed as she gained more fame. This change in priorities might make some people question if she's been honest about her intentions to boost her career. Insiders have claimed that Oprah treats white and black artists differently in the industry. So why aren't celebrities like Denzel calling her out directly? The reason might be the risks involved in challenging someone as powerful as Oprah. Going against her could be career-ending, since she has a unique status that few are willing to confront openly. Even though Oprah faced criticism for it, she claimed her actions were meant to raise awareness about SA in the industry. Some find this odd because she's friends with Harvey Weinstein, who faced similar accusations. UK actress Katie Noble shared her frightening experience with Weinstein, where he made false promises under the guise of business. In 2017, the New York Times and the New Yorker exposed multiple accusations against Weinstein, sparking the Me Too movement that eventually led to his downfall. Despite his efforts to clear his name, including hiring a detective firm to dig up dirt on his accusers, Weinstein was convicted and sent to prison. His case highlighted the widespread misconduct in the entertainment world. Given Oprah's connection with Weinstein and her reputation as a women's rights advocate, people are questioning her stance on these ideas.
Back to the Golden Globes for a second. Oprah is now being criticized for her speech that night by a very unlikely star.
Me too.
3 days after Oprah publicly supported victims of sexual assault in the wake of numerous allegations against Harvey Weinstein, singer Seal Instagrammed this meme. Showing Winfrey kissing the disgraced mogul, it reads, "When you have been part of the problem for decades, but suddenly they all think you are the solution."
Harvey Weinstein's downfall was a pivotal moment in Hollywood, revealing serious issues of mistreatment and exploitation. The Me Too movement, triggered by the revelations about Weinstein, brought attention to systemic problems in the industry and called for accountability and change. The struggles of black actresses like Taraji P. Henson and Monique highlight larger issues of equality and respect in an industry that often falls short of its goals. Their experiences of being underpaid, undervalued, and excluded emphasize the ongoing fight for fair treatment and representation of artists of color. The involvement of powerful figures like Oprah continues to be a topic of intense scrutiny and debate. But what do you think about all of this? Share your thoughts down below. That's it for today. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more content like this.